I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. A new poll shows a majority of Americans are worried about escalation in the war in Ukraine. This comes as Russian officials have made threats about their use of nuclear weapons. The Biden administration has maintained that no U.S. soldiers will be fighting in Ukraine and that this is not a proxy war between the United States and Russia. Listen in as White House Press Secretary Psaki discusses the White House's stance.
ABC Washington Post polls found that 8 in 10 Americans are expressing worries about a wider war and the possible use of nuclear weapons by Russia. And given that Russia has made it clear that they believe NATO has engaged in a proxy war, what's the White House's message to worried Americans right now?
Well, I think it's an important step to take and a responsibility of everyone to make clear this is not a proxy war. I know that is the Russian talking point on this, but it is not a proxy war. This is a war between Russia and Ukraine. NATO is not involved. The United States is not fighting this war, so I think it's important and vital for all of us to not repeat the Kremlin talking points on this front. I would say that the Russians themselves have over time, including as recently as last year, made clear that a nuclear war could not be won. We agree with that, and that is important for every country to restate and every elected official to restate around the country here as well. So I would note the president's view and his position continues to be that we are not putting U.S. troops on the ground to fight this war, and that's something we will continue to reiterate for Americans.
Thank you so much. You just said on May 9, maybe a follow-up, that the United States will certainly mark their support for Ukrainians and Europeans in some capacity. I was wondering whether you can be more specific. Are we talking about a symbolic gesture, coordinated sanctions with the Europeans, or a concrete announcement of new aid for Ukraine?
Not yet. I have nothing to preview yet. Maybe as we get closer to the end of the week, we may be there.